gifted with all kinds of abilities. So maybe it's because the one that is prominent is about the crisis that we are facing, but actually we are blessed in all round. So I felt within me that maybe people don't know other aspect of what Taraba State is blessed with. So what will I do to actually project Taraba, not just to Nigeria, but to the entire world, to see that, hey, a state like this exists and is blessed with not just mineral resources, but with also human resources. So what can we do? Just like the way there is crisis and people know it all over the world, what else can we do so that the entire world will know that not just in time of crisis, but also in times of other areas that the Lord have blessed us with? What are we going to do for them to know that, hey, this state like this exists? And I begin to have a thought that I need to do something that will put Taraba State in the global world. And it should be something interesting and something captivating. So it actually come to my mind that when it comes to the area of reading, social media have taken over. Not just in school, even when we're doing our undergraduate program, a lot of students say after this final exam, even signboard they will not read. Meaning all they were reading in school is just for the sake of passing exam. After exam, they don't have anything to do with reading. But me personally, I look at reading as one of the means through which you can have access to the entire world. You may not travel around the world, but you can actually use the information you have documented in books to navigate around all the world. So I saw there are a lot of prospects associated with reading, not necessarily for passing exam. It could help you to develop yourself personally. It could help you to navigate around the world. So I begin to nurture this idea. I started a reading club where I have a young people that comes together. We pick a book for a month to read, and then we review it and see, okay, how do we improve ourselves with the information that we have gotten? Not until when recently I actually was inspired by what Hilda Bassi did. I say, oh, I've heard about Guinness World Record from my young age, but I don't know that it's something that we from here we can actually do it. So I actually went to their website and I browsed. I saw the information, I picked interest, and I applied and got approval. And thank God today is a success. We have been able to attempt the record successfully, and we have able to not just break the record but also set a new record, which we believe the entire world is hearing about Taraba State at the moment. So to me, it's a great achievement, not just to me as a person, but to Taraba State and Nigeria as a whole. Yes, sir.
Interesting. All right, in case you're wondering what is happening, this is Asogia, the guy who recently broke the Guinness World Record for reading the longest reading aloud from Okari here in Taraba State, Nigeria. And we are engaging him right here to know, of course, we've discussed what prompted him, what was the motivation, and he has told us why he did that. And we're going to go deep into what happened during the reading process. But before then, let's go on a short break. And when we return, we will discuss that. Don't forget, this program is an interactive program whereby we'll put the phone line for you to call in and be part of the program. In case you want to support him, in case you want to ask questions, in case you want to, make observation, you're free to do so within the time frame allocated for this program. Let's go on this break until we are back.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The world is dark, falling apart. It's getting cold, where do we go? We have to try to make things right. Let's do this now, turn things around. From the north to the south, from the east to the west, we will play our part, we will do our best. Kindle. We will kindle the fire. Me and you and me. We will kindle the fire. Hey yo, hey, what's it gonna be? We will kindle the fire. Kindle. We will kindle the fire.
Keep watching The Kindle. You're welcome back. In case you just joined, the program is The Kindle on Christian Reformed Television, CRTV, where we're engaging Mr. Asogia Manasseh, the champion within our locality when it comes to reading. And he's also the founder of, what's the name of the club again?
Intentional
Readers Club. And these guys are doing amazingly wonderful. Sir, in the course of the program, I watched the program. I actually followed the program back to back, and I saw a lot of grace. I saw what I could the best description I could give to it is grace. There are times your voice were not like coming out, as if you were dying. My wife was like, no, she won't watch this thing again. She kept crying. I said, no, this guy is a man. He's going to push through. So can you take us through those experiences? Let's get to know, let's feel, let's, take us into those experiences. Let's feel what you felt.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. It's really not a funny experience, so to say. But from the beginning, we're sure that it's actually an endurance marathon. It's not just a reading marathon.
Endurance marathon.
Yes, it's not just a reading marathon. It's an endurance marathon. So the focus is not more on the reading. It's more on the ability to endure and keep reading. So when it started, actually with the theme, we thought that, something that even if your body is used to something, if you quit it for a while, the body will always adjust to the new condition. So I told him that let's put the timing in such a way that we don't introduce the body to a large shock at an instance. So let's start with like 1 hour, then go for break, 2 hours, go for break, 3 hours, and then go for break like that, so that the body will get to understand that, okay, you're going into a kind of rigorous exercise. So let's introduce the body gradually, and that's what we did. But unfortunately, on the second day, I believe the first day went well, but on the second day, the body now know that something is really going on. So there was a kind of shock. My body system crashed because my brain was like, just like when you connect a wire, there will be a spark. That was what was really going on in my head then. And then it translates to my vision. If I pick a book to read, I will see maybe the alphabets are moving, or something like net is covering the write-up.
Wow.
So I know that it's not just something wrong with my eyes, it's something that is actually going on in the brain. So I was like, can I really go through this? Is it possible to go through this? And this is just the second day. If we call off this program, our supporters will be discouraged because we have made a lot of publicity, we have made a lot of noise that we can do this, and now we are on it. So if we quit at this point, definitely a lot of people will be discouraged. So I remember there was a time I went for a break, and my wife told me that I know you can do this, because even if not for the sake of anything, you will not want to disgrace yourself. So I was like, I know we'll go through. I know this one is just a shock that the body know that this is not something usual. This is not something. So I was like, yeah, I know we can do it. And then we keep pushing. The other subsequent day, it became more easier. But by and large, the experience was not that easy. But I told myself that you got to endure. So there are points where I'm reading some books. I know I'm reading because I've read the book and kept it before maybe coming back to it. So when I pick the book, I know that I'm reading the same book, but honestly speaking, my eyes were not seeing the alphabet. I'm just seeing a blank page. But if I know that I'm in page 2, I know the content and I'm reading it line by line. So honestly speaking, it's something that it can only be by the grace of God, not just by human strength. But I also see that there's a little bit of determination and resilience, because most time there are things that happens to you, but when you have resilience, your reaction will determine the next line of action. So it's an interplay between the grace of God, determination, and resilience, that okay, this is what I want to achieve, this is what I want to pursue, and then you made up your mind that no matter what happens, you're going to get to the end. So that really keep pushing. I know even the organizer of the event, at a point they felt, can we really go through this? But they keep encouraging that, let's just push on. And by the grace of God, today is a success. We're able to hit 166 hours at the end of the event.
The target was actually 160.
Yes.
But you later went beyond 160 to do 166.
Yes.
So was there an extra oil?
Yeah, you know, at a point the body really adjusts to the race, that okay, I don't have any other option. So we feel we can even continue. At the point I felt, even if we were to run 200 hours, I think at that point I could carry it, because the body have really adjusted into the shock that I did experience.
I also learned within the space of that period, you some of the days you went through fasting as well. Is it true?
Yeah. The first day, my intention initially was to like do the marathon for that 7 days with fasting inclusive. That was initially my thought, and I actually did the first day on that fasting, the second day, but we're like, no, you're not getting stronger anymore. The stress is much on you. So I felt, oh, let me just drop this and focus on one thing. Yeah.
So quickly, sir, I would like us to talk about the Guinness record, the regulations guiding that kind of a thing. Someone would like to know, especially the rest. How do you go about it? How many minutes? How do you accumulate it? Let's get to know more of that.
Okay, yeah. You know, once you apply, they will give you, if you get an approval, you'll get a guideline from them that will guide you through the process. Okay. And every bit of it needs to be followed. So the team were able to sit down and say, okay, based on the guideline, for every 1 hour of reading, you are permitted to take 5 minutes break. But if you feel you have the strength, you can read for 4 hours and then take, I think, 20 minutes break. Yeah. So we felt, instead of 5 minutes break may not be significant. Even before you leave your seat to go out, it's already 5 minutes. So we felt it's better if we read for like 4 hours and then take 20 minutes break. That would be significant. So we're able to take like 5 minutes break at some point. Maybe if I want to ease myself, if I'm pressed, maybe I want to ease myself, we use 5 minutes break. Or sometimes when we feel that, okay, I need to take a nap, a little bit nap, then we can take 4 hours and then take 20 minutes break. So by and large, we actually adhere strictly to the guideline that is guiding, because we are not going to be the judge, they are going to be the judge, and it is the guideline that will determine everything. So we did our best to adhere to the guidelines.
All right. So after the whole exercise, we expect that there should be, your name should appear on the Guinness Book of Records. So what's the delay? Is there anything we are missing?
Yeah. You know, most time people have been asking me over the social media, physically, that they are waiting to celebrate, but they don't know what is actually going on. The name is not up there on Guinness. They have not seen Guinness record making posts on their social media. What are we up to? So I've tried to make some little clarification that this thing, it runs in phases. Okay. When we started the preparation, I think a lot of people were not involved. Getting to a point where it's now a public thing, where everybody comes in, and then to the execution. So we're actually going through the phase where it's not actually something that is going to be public, but we are working behind the scene to see how to make it possible. So at this stage, you know, we're actually given two options: either to invite Guinness Record to come and witness the event, and then if they are sure that we have followed the guideline and everything, right there they would declare that yes, this record is broken. But that's it involves a huge lot of money. I think is from 4.9 million and above. That's just for the service fee, not to talk of the logistics and other things involved. So we feel that's huge. So the second option is to get a media to record the event and then send the video across to them. So for that 166 hours, the video is about 720 gig. And on their portal, you cannot upload above 1 gig. So the video have to be cut into pieces of not more than 1 gig. So if you're cutting a video of 720 gig into different parts that is no more than 1 gig, I think you should have about 700 videos. Yeah, so the team have been working tirelessly to cut that video, but honestly we have challenge at the moment.
Now that takes us to the challenge. I know you work with a team, and a team of young men who are so zealous, who are passionate to ensure that this thing scale through. So can you take us through those challenges, especially what is the major challenge now, and what will you have done better if you are given that kind of push you needed?
Okay, yeah, after the event, the money we're able to realize from our sponsors and partners, in fact, it was not even enough to cover the expenses.
Okay.
Because the media alone, for the coverage alone, the bill they gave us is 2.5 million. Yeah. So after all the other expenses involved, the venue we used was not actually in good shape. We have to spend money in fixing the structure and other things there. So I think at the end, we even have some backlog of debt to clear.
Wow.
Yes. So we don't have option again to engage professionals to help us with the video editing. So we have to use our own personnel that are with us, our team member that are into video editing, to use their own local resources to see how to go about it. And at the moment, they have just one laptop and one desktop that they're using for the editing. The laptop cannot last for more than 2 hours. Once there's no light and they are working, after 2 hours, the whole thing will go off. Then the other one is a desktop. Automatically, you know that once light is off, the whole thing stops. So they have been struggling to see how to cut this video into different parts. But at the moment, I don't think they have cut in up to 10 parts.
Okay.
Which we're talking about 700 videos. So we felt if there's resources, if we have money, we'll just take this to maybe a media company that can help us handle the work. I know they have the better gadget, they have better equipment to be able to handle that. But now we are doing it at our own pace, and that's what is really delaying the whole thing. So the video needs to get to Guinness World Record. They have to vet it and verify before the name can actually get there.
Wow, this demoralizes me. I am really touched. You know, such exercise should be given the kind of push that one would expect, that by now, you know, you should be riding on wings of angels, if there's a word like that. But notwithstanding, we are here to see how things will go. If paraventually Taraba State or any other government will want to support this project, which area do you think you are calling on government to give you that kind of push you needed for this thing to scale through?
Okay, basically I would think to me the video have overstayed, because currently somebody is already on breaking the same record. Yes, I think right now the program is going on in Oshogbo, by one Samson, former SCG president. He's on 214 hours marathon reading, and he have crossed 190 already. So it depends on whose evidence gets to Guinness record first. And if we are to go through the normal process, even after getting the video cut into different parts and we upload all the evidence on their portal, we have to allow them about a period of 12 weeks for them to review at their own pace.
Okay.
But if we want to fasten the process, we have to pay for priority. Then they can now suspend any other activities and give us time for them to edit to verify the video within the shortest possible time, maybe 5 to 10 days. But that's going to cost about $650. Yes, and I think if you convert it to Nigerian currency, it should be about 800,000 or thereabout. So if anybody is willing to support, then we need to start with the video editing. Maybe if our team can be supported by maybe the right gadget, maybe getting like 10 laptops that are running at the same time, they'll be able to get the work done within the shortest possible time. But if that cannot be done, then we can actually take it to media company that have all the gadgets running, and then they will be able to cut the video for us and then send it back to us to upload to Guinness record. And then seeing that somebody is already on the way to break that same record, I think waiting for that 12 weeks may not be advisable. So we also need a support to use the priority option. That means after submitting the evidence, we also make payment so that our video can be reviewed within 5 to 10 days, and then we get the result. So anybody that is coming to support, I felt these are the areas that we actually need support.
I think something needs to be done, and very fast. I think our government should do something about this. That takes me to this question. I don't know. I was not impressed the kind of accolades you received after the whole exercise. I felt you should be carried on our heads, like you are like an angel. You are someone who has brought our land to limelight in terms of good record setting. I've heard of people who just cut nails, you know, things that are not too relevant. I'm sorry if that is insulting, but what you did is actually, to me, better than any other aspect. People are trying to break that kind of records, but the accolade is not encouraging. I felt weak. What do you think could be responsible? Is it our environment, and what can we do better?
Okay, yeah, I know. Even myself, at a point, I was feeling discouraged, but I told myself, this is not the reason why you do this. The intention is not for the
reason why you
yes.
did it. Wow.
So I have to encourage myself that even if nobody celebrates you, even if nobody acknowledges you, the intention for doing this is not to get the public accolade, but to revive the reading culture, which is what we're talking about here. And that can be done either with recognition or without recognition. Either with the Guinness certificate, without the Guinness certificate, we can work towards reviving the reading culture. So I stick to my intention for doing that. But ordinarily, anybody that goes into this kind of, for you to be awake doing this exercise for 7 days, it's not an easy thing. Then at the end of the day, nobody comes to encourage you, nobody comes to, and all you could get is rumors flying in the town, people saying, if I've heard a lot of story. I've heard people from other places, I've heard a lot of story, but I try to encourage myself that no, what you're hearing, because people say, the governor have given you plenty money to do this. It even make the whole thing. I said, no, they really support us. They really put in their best. But maybe we need to explain to them better that, no, this thing involves something even bigger than this. So we are not discouraged anyway, but we felt the room is still open for anybody that wants to support, anybody that wants to encourage this thing, because our goal is to revive the reading culture. You know, one of the things I was expecting that even before the government should come in, or any other organization, any person, even the schools within us, that, oh, this person have done something in line with education. Can we call this person to come and encourage our students? Like, okay, we know even our school students are not serious about reading and all these things, but this is somebody that have been able to endure and read for 100. The story will be something that will motivate students. So can we call this person? So if people that are close by don't even take the step of seeing relevance in that you have done, then what do you expect the larger community? So we as a group and as a person, we think globally, but we try to see how we can act locally and then take it up.
I like that one.
Yeah. So we are not discouraged. We are sure by the grace of God we'll revive the reading culture, but the room is open for anybody that feels that this thing is something that is worth doing. Another challenge that I also see is that Taraba State is still coming up. So I remember somebody told me that if this thing is done in the south, it will have
in Plateau.
yeah. You know, the Tunde that was celebrated all around, his name is not yet on the Guinness record. You can go to their website and check. The name is not yet there, but the people felt that no, this person have done something remarkable that needs to be celebrated. So when it comes to Taraba State, I felt we are still coming up and we need to encourage ourselves. It's just like when you talk about social media now, if you are somebody from Taraba State and let's say you create a Facebook page and you say, people follow me, I want to create content, you hardly get people. You go on live, you see people not coming to comment, the encouragement is not there. So I feel it's not just something about government, but Taraba as a whole, we need to change our mindset. That if somebody is doing something, you need to encourage the person. It may look maybe not relevant to you, but since the person is from your side, there are a lot of people from Taraba State that celebrated Hilda Basi for Kukaton. She's not from Taraba State. Some of them don't even know them.
Even myself, I did.
Yeah. So as we encourage people outside, let's learn to encourage our people, because sometimes, not just about my own now, I'm also pained sometimes when I see even some of these music artists, they are trying to come up, but the support is not there. The encouragement is not there. Our phones are filled with music from people from the south, but our own people are singing here, nobody even listening to them. So I feel Taraba State as a whole, as individual, we need to encourage ourselves. When a young man is out doing something, let's encourage them. Let's give them a sense of belonging, that we need to support our own. Let's not just look at the government alone. We as individuals, what are we doing to encourage the gift and the talent that young men have, so that we can nurture it to a limelight? So I felt we all have a role to play in promoting what individuals are doing in our community, so that we can amplify it and give it an international voice.
Interesting. Wow, you've said a lot, and we've eaten deep into our time, and any moment soon our phone line will be open for people to call in and share their thoughts on what is happening. But I want to call for support. You've had this young man. We gave him ample time to talk about the challenges and the current challenges that the group is really facing, and that is one of the reasons why the work is still delaying. Please, we need your support. Kindly support this young man. His social handles will be placed on our platform shortly after this program. You can call him, you can reach out to him, and let's start from there. Please, let's support him, and that will be good for him. Quickly, sir, before we are going to open the phone line, I actually want to ask, okay, what do you think will, I felt discouraged already, but I don't want to be discouraged right here. I'm trying to encourage myself. Now we're talking about bracing the reading culture, of which our young men out there, which I said from the beginning, the reading culture is dead, without apology. So what do you think can be done to revive our young men, engage them in reading? You said something that if you are given opportunity to come to school, talk to young people, you could encourage them, and that will give them some kind of boost. So beside that, what do you think can be done to improve our reading culture?
Yeah, thank you.
In just 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, I think this reading culture of a thing is an issue of the mindset.
Okay, the mindset.
Yes, if you don't get people to change their mindset, no matter what you say about the reading culture, nobody will grasp it. So, because now most students believe that the reason why they go to school is to read, get certificate, then look for a job. So to them, reading is all about passing through school to get a job, for assessment. So after that, they don't feel that reading is anything worth it again. So that mindset needs to be changed. That's why a lot of people after school, they begin to say school is a scam. School is not a scam.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, school is not a scam. It's because your mindset is wrong. You actually go through school just for a job. And that's why when the job doesn't come, you feel you have wasted your time. Reading goes beyond just passing an assessment. Now, we have historical information that needs to be documented. Who is documenting them? We have stories about people that can inspire the life of others. Who is writing those stories? So sometimes I look at the young people in our community whose story is inspiring them. You want to become like Elon Musk. You want to become like Mark Zuckerberg. And then you hear their story that they drop out of school. So you feel if you drop out of school, you're going to make it. No, there is part of the story that they are not telling you. So I felt if we want to revive this reading culture, we need to get a mindset change first. And that's why part of our plan is to see how we can engage school and establish reading clubs. It must not be plenty people, but even if it is just 2-3 persons that are interested, we can start from there. And it's going to be like a mind shift. You should know that the reason why you're in school is not just for you to read and pass assessment. There is a whole lot of things to do about it. So starting reading clubs in school will go a long way in reviving reading culture. Just like I've said earlier, we need to think globally but act locally. We can have a big vision, but we need to start it small.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you've said a lot. I wish we have enough time. We'll have allowed you keep hammering on this. We've eaten deep into our time, and our viewers, of course, want to be part of this program. So we're going to go on a short break, and when we return, the phone line will be on for you to call in and be part of this program. Keep watching CRTV.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The world is dark, falling apart. It's getting cold, where do we go? We have to try to make things right. Let's do this now, turn things around. From the north to the south, from the east to the west, we will play our part, we will do our best. Kindle, we will kindle the fire. Me and you and me, we will kindle the fire. Hey yo, hey, what's it gonna be? We will kindle the fire. Kindle, we will kindle the fire.
Keep watching the Kindle. Indeed, we will kindle the fire, and that's what we do on the Kindle here on Christian Reformed Television, CRTV. We are engaging our guest, Mr. Asogia, the man with the marathon, the longest marathon reading aloud, held, carried here in Taraba State, Nigeria. Our phone line is on and is on the screen already. Please call in and ask questions, make contribution, and let's hear your thought, what you feel about this young man. Should he be supported financially? Should he be supported morally? What do you think should be done to him? Should we put him and flog him? Why will he read that long? Is he trying to prove a point? Tell us your thought. We have a caller already. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
This is Marvelous from Edo State.
Yes, you're calling from Edo. What's the name?
Yes. I think that the young man should be supported.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Because when I was in Asaba schooling,
Yeah.
I have 4 friends beside me. We used to sit in class together.
Okay. Okay, the same person. You mean you used to sit together with the person, Mr. Asogia? Oh, we lost the call. Please, you can call back. Please, if you're watching through the TV, once you call, move away from your television set, or better still, turn down the volume of your TV set and let's get to communicate better. So the line is already on the screen. Call in and let's hear your thought. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello, are you there? Sorry, we can. Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Good evening. What's your name and where you're calling from? Hello. Please, we are not joking here. We are doing a serious business. If you don't have anything to say, just call and greet the young man, and that will be all. So, don't flash. Don't make fun about this. We're in a serious business. So the line is already on the screen. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening. I'm calling from Ukari. My name is Zando.
Okay, Mr. Zando, quickly, what's your take?
My second one is this one is supporting financially.
Sorry, can you be louder a little? We can't hear you well.
I said we need to support him financially. We need to account number on the screen so that we can support him.
All right. We are going to give his account number shortly, and we will allow him talk. He will give his account number and probably his phone contact if he so wish, and his social media especially, so that you can reach out to him directly. Is that okay? Yes. Thanks for your thought. Thanks for your thought. We appreciate that. Thanks for calling.
My brother, and I would like to support him.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, like the last caller said, he will want his account number displayed on the screen for people to support. That's interesting. We're going to do that, and our media team will be working on that. Sir, if you can write it for our media team to put it. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
You are live on CRTV. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Ugari.
Okay, Lucky Gideon calling from Ukari.
Yes, sir.
So, what's your take? Should we support this young man or we should flog him?
I'll pray for him for God to help him so that he can get whatever he wants.
Amen. So, as for your support, we need to push this video to the theme of the Guinness World Record. So, what can you say about that? How do we support him?
Just place the account number there so that we can know what we do about that.
Perfect. The account number will be displayed in a moment. So, just keep watching and call other people to also support. Thanks for calling.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We expect prominent people from our land, from beyond, people who feel what this young man has done is worth celebrating. You can call into the phone line. If you can't reach us, call us through our private line. We will also pick. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yes, you are live on CRTV. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, ma.
My name is Steve Jackson. I'm calling from Benin State.
Okay, so what's your take? Should we support the young man or we should flog him? Hello?
We should support him.
Okay, so how do we go about that?
Hi.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Please, we need a account number.
Yes, the account number will be on the screen shortly. Just keep watching. Thank you for calling.
Yes.
Any question for him?
Okay.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, you are live on CRTV. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm Benjamin Chisema
Benjamin Chise from where?
from Gayama, Donga local government.
Okay, go ahead. What's your take on what is happening? What do you have for us?
Yes, as earlier stated, the account number should be displayed so that we'll send our support through it. It is very interesting.
All right. Thank you. But do you have any question or any encouraging words for him?
Yes, you should keep it up so that the reading culture will develop and it will make people understand the program as we are seeing lastly. It's getting us seriously. Those that are watching from CRTV, we really know that you people are doing the best to make sure that we grow in reading sections like that.
Thank you for calling. So the account number will be displayed. Anything, any amount is appreciated. Will be appreciated. Okay? Thank you for calling.
Thank you for it.
All right. I know a lot of people will be trying to call into the studio and the traffic will be jamming. So please, you can reach out to us on text message. We will review that later. Hello, good evening. Yes, you are live on CRTV. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name
Yes, your name.
is Mukawu Emmanuel
Okay. So where are you calling from?
from Ukari.
All right, go ahead. What's your take on what is happening?
I am calling to. I'm very happy to see this young man
Okay.
on CSTV. So I'm going to support him through financial.
Thank you.
I pray that God will help him to move forward.
Amen. 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 So his account number will be displayed on the screen. Okay.
Okay.
So you can send in any support you want.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, you are loud and clear on Christian Reformed TV. So your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Caleb Abu from Ukari, Taraba State, Nigeria.
Okay.
I know Mr. Soldier is somebody who is very passionate about whatsoever he wants
Yes, sir. Please, can you be louder a little, sir?
to keep on.
Okay.
And I know that one of the greatest support he needs is one of the greatest support he needs is how the reading culture will be revived among young men.
Hmm.
Now, it's actually very good because the readers are leaders.
Sure.
The area I want to talk on is that I wish the government of Taraba State should take a soldier to the national TV
Hmm.
so that the whole nation will watch and see this young man who is so passionate
Hmm.
and taking a step to break the record so that not only Taraba, not only Nigeria, but the whole Africa
Hmm.
will be the beauty of the whole African country.
Hmm.
So my advice is that the government of Taraba State should take him forward.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. He's calling on the government of Taraba State to support this young man. He wants him live on national TV, and the world should know what he has done. I think I support that. That's a good move. Thank you, sir, for that call. We pray and hope that our government will hearken to that. The account number is already on the screen. Please, you can support this young man, and any amount will not be too small. We appreciate that. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Am I on to CRTV?
Yes, you are live on CRTV.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir. So your name and where you're calling
My
from?
name is
Okay. So
My name is Robert Wilson. I'm coming from Benue State.
okay, thanks for calling. So what's your take on what is happening?
Yes. Sincerely, I would love to encourage this young man
Okay.
and to also appreciate God for his life.
Hmm.
He really brought honor home.
Hmm. Thank you for that word.
May the Lord continue to uplift him.
Amen.
His name is Asoja Awunoji. He really challenged issue at the moment.
Hmm.
First, we must have this at the back of our mind. We are not schooling because we really needed a job.
Hmm.
This is why we school.
Sure.
We should give it up.
Thank you. So quickly, sir, what as regards to support, what do you have for him?
Yes, I will change the number. I've already copied the number. I will get back to you soon.
Okay, thank you. I pray that God will touch you to do something tangible.
Amen. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. For those who cannot see the screen, maybe you have eye problem, the account number is 2208644774. Let me take that again. 2208644774, and the bank is Zenith, while the account name is Asogia Wunuji. Please, let's support him. So we expect more calls, especially from our stakeholders. If you're watching this program, let's support this young man. If you feel stealing and other dubious vices are not the best for us, we should break such record. Please call to encourage us.
644774.
Hello, good evening.
While the account name is Asoja.
Please, once you call, move away from your television set, because we are getting some feedback if you don't do that. So once you call, move away or turn down the volume of your TV set. Talk to us through the phone directly. Don't make the attempt of trying to hear your voice from the TV. That will cause some distraction. So the account number again, 44774, and the bank is Zenith, while the account name is Asogia Wunuji, and his WhatsApp number is 070 64681910. Let me take it again, 070 64681910. That's his WhatsApp number. You can chat him directly and have some conversation, encourage him. By so doing, we will be encouraging other people who have intention of breaking good records. Okay, but if such people are not supported, I tell you that will be disastrous to our community, and which we don't pray for that. So we are expecting more calls. It seems we are having some network challenge, because unlike CRTV, a lot of calls will be entering. So please call in and share your thoughts on what is happening right here in the studio. So sir, you had one of the callers said this thing is not even like he captured one of your points, one of your submissions. He said even if we are not giving that accolade, we were not actually doing it for the accolade, for the money. We are actually doing it to revive the reading culture. I think that guy is on point. So what would be a reaction to that?
Yeah, that's a very powerful one. That's why.
Sorry, before that, I'm offering the phone line to on it again so that we have it running smoothly. We're having challenge right here in the studio. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, yeah. That's why I think at the level of the team is actually pushing to see how the government can come in to renovate the Wukari Divisional Library. And we felt that is going to be a spot for learning. It's going to encourage a lot of young people. It's going to be, I looked at it this way. Most time we use the word, you can force a horse to the river, but you can't force it to drink water.
Sure.
You don't need to apply force. So it's not everything that you get by using force. When you create a conducive environment, if the horse is thirsty, it will drink the water itself. So if we create...
Sorry, we have a caller.
Okay, yeah.
Hello, good evening. We seems to be having network challenge, but you can send in text message via the same number. We'll review it much more later. In case you want to support, the account number is already on the screen. So you must not even call to tell us you want to support. Just send in your support. I tell you what, your support will go a long way. Like he has mentioned, they still have some bad luck of a lot of funds to settle what has been expended already. So please, let's support to encourage this young man. Yes.
Yeah, so we believe if the library is renovated and is conducive, like you don't need to force people to read, that convenience will actually promote the act. Then even as parents, we can start it from home. They say charity begins at home. Set up a small library in your house. Your children should not just be watching TV from morning till evening. Give them time. If you watch from this hour to this hour, get a book to read. Yeah, if every home will have a library, I believe it will start encouraging young ones to feel that, oh, this thing is necessary. It's not all the time you read just for knowledge's sake. Sometimes you read to relax yourself. So when we begin to culture it from home, I believe children will grow up with it, and then we start molding their mindset to see that reading is not just what they go to school to do. Is something that should be part. When you say something is culture, they say it's a way of life, right? So reading is not just for school alone. It's a way of life. It should be something that everybody should be used to. It should be something that should be part and parcel of us, because it's going to help us. It's going to be part of what will change our entire community.
It seems some people are calling him, so please don't call him now. His phone number, that phone number is not for calling. You can chat him up on WhatsApp. Okay, don't call the phone number. From the comment section, it's like our audience are complaining the number is not on the screen. The number to call into the studio is not on the screen. So can you put it up a little bit above the account number so that we'll have it running smoothly? Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, we can hear you. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, sir.
From Nasarawa State. Ma, can you reduce the volume of your TV set?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you now. Keep talking. Yes, keep talking. We can hear you as you reduce the volume. So please, once you call in, reduce the volume of your television set and let's hear you talk to us. Please, Ma, from Nasarawa State, you can call back. We want to hear women call in because women are so supportive. What we are doing here is a serious thing. We are calling for support. Okay, the phone number is already on the screen. The number to call is 070-6581-0177. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Fine.
What's your name and where you're calling from?
My name is David
Okay,
Andrew.
Mr. David Andrew, where are you calling from?
I'm from government area of Taraba State.
Okay, from Donga local government area of Taraba State, Nivu to be precise. So quickly, what's your take in 2 minutes? Sorry, in 1 minute.
Yes, sir, but we are just entering that watching television. We don't know what actually what happened.
Okay, this young man you're seeing in the studio is the guy that read for 166 hours from Okari. Have you heard of him recently?
You said?
Have you heard of a young man who read for 166 hours in Okari recently?
No, it's just now that I'm getting the news.
Okay, this guy you are seeing on screen broke the World Guinness record on reading aloud. He read for 166 hours non-stop.
Okay.
So we want to support him.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
go ahead.
I saw the account number and I saw the account number on the screen.
Okay. So please send in your support. Let's encourage him, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for calling. In case you just joined, the program is the Kindle as usual. We're about wrapping it up. In case you have question, not just calling to send in contribution. In case you have question for him, you have a word of encouragement for him and for others like him who want to bring honor to our hometown, please you can call in and encourage us. Okay, it must not be support financially. Okay, you can support morally. Hello, good evening. Hello. Yes, we can hear you. Okay, what's the name again?
I am Paul calling from Okari.
Okay, Mr. Paul from Okari. So quickly, what's your take?
Yes, just a word of encouragement for our father.
Okay.
That he should not be discouraged. Some of us are behind things happening to him already.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, that's a nice one. We are happy with that. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Like Mr. Paul, you must not call to tell us you are sending amounts. You can call to encourage us. You can call to guide us. Maybe there's something we are not getting it right. You can give us that guide. The floor is open for you. We are receiving a lot of text messages already. We're going to review those messages after the program and we'll get back to you. Hello, good evening. You are live on CRTV. Your name and where you're calling from?
Samantha from Okari.
Okay, Mrs. Samela from Okari. So, what's your take?
I called to tell him we are proud of him. To continue. We should stop. So that we that we are coming, we should put more effort.
Thank you. Thank you. So, what's your call to government and other personalities who are in good position to assist financially? What's your call to them? We lost the call. Please, you can call back. In 5 minutes, we'll be done with this program. So in case you want to call, this is the jamming. You can send in text message. We'll review those text messages later on. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yes, you are loud and clear on CRTV. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yes, my name is Elisha Ezekiel.
Okay, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Okari.
Okay, yeah, we have a lot of Okari callers today. Is it because he's from Okari?
Yes, they call it from Okari.
Okay, so go ahead. What's your take? Quickly.
Yeah, I've known Asoga for some time. I wasn't in town when the program was going, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I'm really happy. I'm really happy. This will really activate the reading culture in the state and the environment as a whole. But I would like to also call on the people of Okadi, especially school owners, as he said, I was watching. He said, other schools did not call him so that he can at least go and encourage the young ones on the reading culture. I love that point. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
That point, all schools owners should be able to call him so that he'll be able to encourage one of them, one or two of these students, and it will help the growth and the culture of reading in the society. And again, Taraba State government should at least take this thing up. Like the way the other guys was doing, the former SEG president or whatever. They say he has spent almost 190 something hours. Now, if you look at the people around, they were supporting and they are doing everything possible to make sure their own goes to the top. So my call and my take now is everybody in Taraba State should please join hands together to support the Soviet. With your little finances, with everything you have. And lastly, I'm calling our governor. We have people that are in order to, people that are supposed to watch over all these stuff. The educational state and the rest. So please, I'm calling on their attention. They should please join hands together so that our brothers should become something more everywhere. It's not about him, it's about to carry and Taraba as the whole.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Well, my phone support will be coming. I have already copied the numbers, so we'll be sending some stuff to them, but we call all the political leaders to please do something tangible.
All right.
So that this thing can go viral. God bless you, and I'm very motivated. I'm very happy with what is going on.
Thank you. We are also motivated.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling. The account number is on the screen, and his phone contact is also on the screen. Once you call in, once you send in your support, you can call for other things. We are receiving some comments from the social media that the account should also be put on the text message. Hello, good evening. The comment section rather.
My car just came.
Okay, so who are we having on the line?
Mr. Peter Samuela.
Okay, Mrs. Samela. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yes, my call is that the governor, they should really do something.
Like what?
They should assist me.
The
Financially.
the
so
gov-
that
If I hear you very well, the government should assist him financially, right?
yes,
Or-
and they should take me to where.
All right. I think it's not only the responsibility of the government alone. Individuals can do like others are already doing.
Around Taraba,
Yes.
everywhere.
Yes, I think that's a good one. The government is planning something big for him. And don't forget, we are still hoping to get the announcement from the Guinness record. So very soon, I know the government of Taraba. I know the governor. I know him personally. He's someone who has passion for what young men are doing, and I know he will definitely do something. We just await the time, and we will definitely celebrate it. We are hopeful. Thank you for calling. Yes. So for those of you watching through Facebook, the account number is already on the comment section. You can copy the account number and send your support. Hello, good evening. Messages are already full on this. Just send. I keep sending. We will delete some and others will come in. So don't be discouraged if your message is did not drop, but we'll delete other messages that are not relevant and get your message. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, you are live on CRTV. Your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Chidema. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Okay, Miss Sister Chidima from Port Harcourt. Thanks for calling in. So, what's your take?
Please, I want to tell him that I'm very, very grateful. I'm very, very happy for what he's doing.
Mm.
And I also want to let him know that this thing that he's doing, he's not just doing it for his state alone.
Mm.
He's doing it for the whole Nigeria, for the nation.
Mm.
It's very, very encouraging.
Mm.
Even for the young ones now, it's very, very encouraging to them.
Mm.
I want to tell him to keep it up.
Mm. Thank you, ma.
You should keep it up. Thank you.
In line
And
with
for the
support, yes, ma.
Support.
Yes, ma.
We will support. He should not stop. He should not be discouraged.
Okay.
We are very, very happy with what he's doing.
Thank you, ma.
To help the young generation that is coming up.
Mm.
To know that something like this is very, very important.
Mm.
Thank you. God bless you.
You're welcome, ma. Thanks for calling in. We are encouraged.
Thank you.
Yes. Sister Chidima from Enugu.
Port Harcourt.
Sorry, from Port Harcourt. I beg your pardon. So we are about wrapping this program up. We've eaten deep into our time, and this program will be. Hello, good evening. Please, once you call, you have to move away from your television set, or better still, turn down the volume. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello, good evening. Hello. Is somebody there? One more call and we are done for today. The program will be repeated subsequently. Keep watching CRTV. Hello, good evening.
Hello, yeah?
Yes, sir. You happen to be our last caller tonight. So, what's your name and where you're calling from?
Yes, I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Okay.
Dr. Madi.
All right. Thanks for calling.
So, I really love the program of the young people.
Okay.
It's very encouraging.
Hmm.
Just like if all our young men can put up a program like this,
Hmm.
it's encouraged because it's something that, that can be good for sure.
Hmm.
So, time to time, I can give my support to him,
Hmm.
but not now. We can book this number down, maybe for a reminder.
Okay.
Okay? I love the young man vision.
Hmm.
Very impressed.
Thank you, sir.
Let him keep on, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
So, I think this is how far we will go on the calling aspect. We are about to wrap the program up. Please keep sending your text messages. I think we should pick this. Hello, good evening. Hello. All right. Please send in your text messages. Even if they didn't drop, they will soon drop. Let them be hanging on air. We'll review them shortly. This is how far we can go as regards to phone call. But don't forget the support continues, and his phone line has been on the screen, so you can copy his phone line as well. Reach out to him personally and support him. It must not be financial support. It could be moral support. All the supports are welcome. So, sir, before we wrap up the program, there's what we normally call your Kindle word, your Kindle phrase, your Kindle sentence, or your Kindle thought. So what that means is it's a term, to us. What that means is your take-home message for someone who is watching, maybe in few words. What do you think is your take-home message for someone who is watching?
Okay. First and foremost, please, I want to use this privilege to appreciate everybody that have been part of this program. The number of people that trooped into the library was overwhelming. we try to go around to appreciate people, but we know we cannot reach everybody. So I want to use this opportunity to appreciate each and every one of you for giving us the moral, mental, and physical support through the event. And I would like to say we are privileged to have a governor that is passionate about education. So I'm encouraging all parents, let's not take this opportunity for granted. School is free. Everything is free. So let's use this opportunity to take our children to school. And let's remember that readers are leaders.
Wow. that's a very good way to end the program. Readers are leaders. So you want to lead, you want to be a leader, read. And being a leader must not be you contesting for governorship or president. You're already a leader as far as you have someone who sits and listens to you. You are a father, you are an elder brother, an elder sister. You are a leader already. And if you don't read, trust me, you're going to be a bad leader. And I know you won't like to be a bad leader. So as for me, my Kindle thought for this program is let's support Mr. Asogia. He has made us proud. We are really proud of him. He chose to set a very good record. He did not go to steal. He didn't break into any bank. There was no any record of him insulting any elder. He did what is good. So why not? He needs to be supported. So that's my thoughts for him. And we want to end by saying, if you have not done anything to support this young man, you are not doing you're doing a disservice to our community, because a lot of people are watching keenly to see how this young man will be celebrated, and those young boys could do anything. So if someone who did something good is not celebrated, trust me, it weakens their morale, and that will not be okay for our society. Let's give him that accolade that he deserves, and God will bless us. So as for us, Mr. Asogia, I want to tell you that CRTV will partner with you and will support you in our own little way. We're already thinking towards uploading the content to the Guinness World Record. We're going to support with data. We're going to make provision and ensure that the whole content are up. So I know it's going to cost us a lot. 700 gig is not here. You know what that means. But we're going to give you that push. We'll try to see if God will help us to get to that. I know my president, the president of the Christian Reformed Church Nigeria, talking about Reverend Dr. Isaiah Jirape Magaji, he visited you while you were doing the thing, and he prayed in that venue. And I know he is also in tune and he's watching this program, and I know I am speaking his mind. So CRTV will support you to ensure that we transmit those contents to Guinness World Record, whatever it will take. As far as data is concerned, we're going to make provision in our own little way. So for your theme, we want to say kudos to what they are doing. They should not relent. I know a lot of them will be discouraged, haven't gone through the process. You know, it's not only you, even some of us that were following online. At the point, I was tired. I said, oh, imagine I was not doing anything. I was only watching. I was tired. What about this person doing the main thing? You know, so I know a lot of them will be discouraged, haven't passed through those rigorous moments, and nothing is coming out of it. That will not tell a very good story. But I want to tell you, be encouraged. Something good is about to happen. Our governor is